Hi, it's Chris here, and in this video we're going to go through the best yogurt makers out there today. Now I've narrowed this list down to my absolute favorite 5, so no matter what you're looking for, there'll definitely be something on this list for you. So before we jump in, drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be updated with new videos. Alright, as usual, I'm going to skip all the fluff and just jump right in. If you want to confirm my recommendations, go in the description and check out that list to ensure you get the best price. Alright, so the first one on the list is going to go to my personal favorite. It's the Cuisine electric yogurt maker. So let's face it, making your own yogurt sounds like something you do if you lost a bet or ran out of hobbies. But this one makes the experience so simple that even a hungover raccoon could manage it. And don't worry, it's designed so elegantly that you won't feel like you're trying to ferment milk in a medieval cauldron. This will have you cracking out batches of yogurt with less effort than it takes to make toast. So let's dive in. Key features: 7 individually portioned jars. It comes with 7 glass containers, each a 6-ounce gift from the yogurt gods. They're also dishwasher safe, which is a blessing because honestly, hand washing jars feels like a punishment for a crime you didn't commit. And makes different yogurts simultaneously. You can create 7 different flavors at once, so even if you live with someone whose taste buds are pickier than a cat on keto, this machine has got you covered. Mango for you and plain for that one sadist who thinks vanilla is too exciting. And basic intuitive controls. The controls are so simple they make a light switch look complicated. There's no digital wizardry here, just an on-off switch and a manual timer you set yourself. So yeah, it won't tell you the time, your fortune, or your life purpose, but you wanted yogurt, right? Not a philosopher. And additional expansion options too. If 7 jars of yogurt don't satisfy your dairy-fueled ambition, this offers extra jars and an expansion rack to double your output. More yogurt, more joy, or maybe just more lactose intolerance. Either way, you're covered. And no auto shut off. That's a bit of a downside, the automatic shut off feature. So if you forget about it and head out to do something stupid like take up surfing in a bathtub, prepare for over-fermented yogurt and the distinct smell of dairy regret. So who's it for? Well, it's perfect for anyone who wants to dip their toes into DIY yogurt without needing a PhD in dairy science. Ideal for health nuts, indecisive snackers who want a flavor for every mood, or anyone sick of paying store prices for something they can just make themselves. If you've got the attention span to remember turning it off, unlike me, you'll love it. Enjoy your cultured milk, you yogurt-loving bar stewards. The next one is my recommendation for the best with automatic shut-off, and it's the Cuisine automatic digital yogurt maker. So for those who've spent sleepless nights worrying about forgetting to turn off their yogurt maker, because you know that's a totally common problem, meet this one. Also known as the hero your lactose-loving heart never knew it needed, this shiny gadget not only handles your yogurt dreams with an automatic timer and shut-off, but also makes you feel like the Gordon Ramsay of dairy. Key features: automatic timer and shut off. The automatic shut off feature means no more accidental yogurt overcooks. You won't come home to find that your yogurt has turned into some alien substance that might try to communicate with you. It beeps when it's done, politely telling you, hey, dumbass, your yogurt is ready. 7 individual glass jars as well, like the YM80. This model uses 7 glass jars to create various flavors simultaneously. It's perfect for indecisive yogurt enthusiasts or those with roommates who have the palate of a feral raccoon. Go wild and whip up everything from strawberry banana to, hell, pickle flavored yogurt if you're feeling particularly unhinged. And clever date setting lids. Each jar comes with a rotating lid that lets you set the date you made the yogurt. Now if you've got the memory of a goldfish, these lids will help you avoid the do I eat it or do I report it to the CDC conundrum in your fridge. Automatic temperature control. This feature adjusts the temperature to keep the yogurt bacteria nice and cozy. But there's a catch. Sometimes it gets too cozy. Some buyers have mentioned that the machine runs hotter than a summer day in the Sahara, which could lead to a batch of sad runny yogurt that makes you question your own life choices. But who's it for? Well, it's for people who love convenience but are tired of their yogurt making experience resembling a high-stakes chemistry experiment. Perfect if you have a busy life, a forgetful brain, or an obsessive desire to try every yogurt flavor imaginable. Just be prepared for a potential hot streak, and remember, when the yogurt's done, it's done, unless you want to be the proud owner of bacterial soup. The next one is my recommendation for the best multifunctional option. It's the Instant Pot Duo pressure cooker. So for those who think a yogurt maker that only makes yogurt is about as exciting as a wet sock, this is here to rock your culinary world. This doesn't just make yogurt. It's really the culinary Swiss Army knife of your wildest fever dreams, with 7 functions packed into one beefy kitchen appliance. Yogurt maker, pressure cooker, slow cooker, rice cooker, steamer. saute pan, and warmer. All that's missing is a built-in therapist to comfort you when you inevitably burn something. Key features: automatic yogurt function. Yes, it has a dedicated yogurt button. Just add milk and starter and press the button and walk away. It's almost offensively simple. It'll hit 180 degrees like clockwork, giving you yogurt without needing a PhD. If you've ever wanted to feel like a lazy genius, this feature is your moment. Multifunctional marvel, of course, as well. It's a yogurt maker and 6 other things. Pressure cook a meal for the whole family. Make yogurt for dessert, all while feeling like you've got your life together. It can slow cook a stew or steam vegetables so you can start a healthy diet that you'll stick to for approximately 3 days before reverting back to microwave meals. And built-in saute pan. Yes, you can saute onions right in the pot before pressure cooking your meal, which makes you feel like a 5-star chef, even if your best dish is scrambled eggs. Just be careful, if you're anything like me, you'll probably set off your smoke alarm at least once. And large footprints. Be warned, this Instant Pot is about as subtle as an elephant in your kitchen. It takes up counter space like it's paying rent, so if you live in a shoebox apartment, you might need to sacrifice your blender or maybe your dignity. Doesn't include yogurt jars as well, so you'll have to supply your own containers for fermentation. It's a little like buying a car that doesn't come with tires, but hey, that's the price of multifunctionality. So who's it for? Well, it's perfect for people who like to brag about having all the latest kitchen gadgets, or those who simply hate clutter and want an all-in-one appliance to rule them all. It's also ideal for the perpetually busy or the wildly ambitious home cook who thinks they'll use all 7 functions. You probably won't, but go ahead and dream. Just make sure you've got the counter space and maybe prepare yourself emotionally for a small dent in your wallet. The next one is my recommendation for the best large capacity option. It's the Gourier Auto yogurt maker. So for those of you blessed or cursed with a household full of yogurt hungry maniacs, this is here to save your lactose-loving souls. This beast can crank out 12 single-serving jars of yogurt at once, so you can finally stop pretending that store-bought yogurt tubs are enough to satisfy your ravenous yogurt cult. It's simple, reliable, and big enough to drown all your dairy dreams in creamy fermented bliss. Key features: large capacity with space for a dozen 7.1 ounce jars. This machine is like the Costco of yogurt makers. Ideal for feeding a small army or just that one friend who eats yogurt like it's an Olympic sport. Plus you can make up to 12 different flavors at once, which means no more yogurt arguments, just flavor-induced euphoria. And single power switch. This yogurt maker is so simple it's almost insulting. No timers, no temperature settings, no BS. You flip the power switch on and it's yogurt time, baby. Of course, that does mean you need to set your own timer, but come on, if you can't handle that, you might need to rethink your yogurt aspirations. Consistent temperature control though. Even though it lacks fancy settings, it'll keep the yogurt at the ideal temperature like a dairy babysitter. Just don't get cocky and forget about your yogurt, or you'll end up with a science experiment that'd make your high school biology teacher proud. Includes jars with lids as well. It comes with 12 jars, so you won't have to scour your kitchen cabinets like a scavenger looking for those containers. Each jar comes with a lid, because the yogurt gods have smiled upon you. Just try not to lose them in the black hole of your Tupperware drawer. And it is expensive, but worth it. The price is up there, but consider this. You're investing in enough yogurt to last a lifetime, or at least until your yogurt cult stages a mutiny. Homemade yogurt is a cheaper and arguably tastier alternative to store-bought, so the machine could pay for itself in savings. So who's it for? Well, it's perfect for large families, of course, cereal meal preppers, or anyone with a yogurt addiction that borders on problematic. If you're tired of running out of yogurt faster than your kids run out of attention span, then this is your ticket to dairy-filled bliss. Just remember it doesn't have a built-in timer, so maybe don't set it and forget it unless you enjoy the surprise of failed fermentation. The next one is my recommendation for the best for Greek yogurt. It's the Cuisine Greek yogurt maker. So if you're tired of paying an arm and a leg for Greek yogurt that probably doesn't even like you back, then this is your new best friend. It's simple, no electricity needed. This simple, no electricity needed strainer makes Greek yogurt so thick it could bench press your feelings. And guess what? It doesn't require a degree in food science or the patience of a monk. It's just yogurt and gravity. Key features: easy to use. Making Greek yogurt is as simple as dumping yogurt into the fine mesh strainer and letting gravity take the wheel. Seriously, if you can pour liquid into a container and shove it in the fridge, you're already overqualified. Just leave it to strain for a few hours and voila, Greek yogurt thicker than your aunt's mystery stew. No electricity required as well. This thing doesn't need power, so you can feel eco-friendly while you strain yogurt like a pioneer. Or maybe you're just cheap. Either way, you can proudly tell people you're saving the environment one whey draining session at a time. And works with homemade or store-bought yogurt. Whether you've handcrafted your yogurt from organic unicorn milk or just grabbed a tub from Walmart, this doesn't judge. It works for any flavor, style, or brand. Just don't go wild and try straining pudding or something, you maniac. And large capacity. The strainer can handle up to 2 full quarts of yogurt, so you won't be left with a sad tiny bowl of Greek yogurt when you're done. It's like having a bottomless brunch, but for your high-protein, low-sugar dairy dreams. And a fragile mesh filter and hand wash only. Warning! The fine mesh strainer is about as durable as wet paper, and yes, you'll have to hand wash it, which means no lazy dishwasher days. Handle it gently, or you'll be cursing your yogurt ambitions while searching for a replacement. So who's it for? Well, it's ideal for health-conscious snackers, DIY breakfast enthusiasts, or anyone who wants to cut sugar and boost protein without resorting to protein shakes that taste like chalky disappointment. It's also perfect if you're on a tight budget, but also want to feel like a Mediterranean god or goddess every morning. Just remember it doesn't ferment yogurt from scratch, so don't expect miracles. Alright, so those are my recommendations there. Hopefully there's something on that list for you, but if you have any questions, drop them below, and if you found value in this video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.